Welcome back. This is Module 4 of Solution Focused Trifecta, a guide to being solution focused. My name is Joe George. Let's start building. So on pages 24 and 25 for Module 4 in the workbook, it's a lot of reflection and review. And that's what Module 4 is. It's yes and. It's looking at the things that you have built so far and tweaking them to make them a little bit better, to overcome some challenges that you've probably been encountering already. Now, with it, do the reflections and think, what are the techniques that have been working the most for you? Which ones do you really like? Which ones do you want to enhance? And let's start building. As you know, solution-focused trifecta, 3 tenets, 3 skills, 3 segments. And what you're mastering so far is building that solution-focused language by putting on your halo and reminding yourself to do solution-focused looking and solution-focused listening. Today we're piggybacking on last module to enhance what's wanted. We'll be exploring DAP 360 again with the descriptions, actions, and people, looking holistically around to get a really clear understanding and a good picture. And probably using scaling. Trying to work towards that 10. And the best hope. There are common challenges that you've probably encountered. One is, the most common is, I don't know. And if you have been digging into the Solution Focused family, you've probably heard the name Harry Corman at some point. And he's a practitioner up in Sweden, and he was originally trained by Steve. I think he worked with Steve and Insoo, but he did a lot of the stuff with Steve. And I was watching a video where Harry was talking about an interaction that he had when Steve was over, and he was trying to get a grasp on the best path forward, and he kept encountering things, and he was talking about something, challenges with Steve, and Steve said, well, let's put on a video. And because solution focused practice was really built by watching yourself, improving your use, looking at the language to make sure you have your halo and you're using solution-focused looking and listening to build. And as Steve watched, he said, well, the problem is you're working too hard. And Harry was like, what do you mean? Steve said, wait. And then he switched videos and put on one of himself. And when he was asking the best hope, if the person didn't speak, Steve waited. He had a rule that he waited at least 6 seconds in between questions. The awkward silence frequently gets people to speak. So whereas Harry was asking a question, waiting 1 or 2 seconds, and then if the answer didn't come, he was asking another question. So Harry shifted after that, and this is about 25 years ago now, but Harry shifted after that to ask the question and then lean forward with his notepad and just stare at the person. Eventually it gets filled. If there's still the awkward silence where they still say they don't know, ask them what a key stakeholder who you know is in their life would think, how they would see it. And also, again, whatever answer you get, if you're not sure if it's controllable and can lead to a positive emotional outcome for the person in front of you, ask what difference that would make, and then dig down a little bit deeper. And don't forget to review the Best Hope Starter, the Best Hope Clarifier, and the Best Hope Contract Acceptance that are all listed on page 26. Now with the preferred future, one of the biggest challenges is that the person really might have no idea. And with school counseling, I've encountered that frequently Kids, parents, principals, and teachers have a very clear idea of what they want at the end, and they have no idea how to get there. You have to assess as you're doing the preferred future, as you're helping them build. If as soon as you know they have a clear picture, move on to what's working. But if they don't have a clear picture, you do have to help them really get a very clear understanding of what life looks like when that challenge doesn't exist, when they have exactly what they want, when everything is clicking and working. Build that 10 and build it from the bottom up. You can't rush it if they don't know. If they have a clear idea, briefly hit some of the key points to remind them of their strengths, to remind them of their vision, and then click over to what works. And yes, we still have the problem talk. It's there. But as you're probably experiencing, it's happening less and less. And you're also validating and getting more and more comfortable helping them redirect to imagine the successes they want to build on and identify. And don't forget to review the preferred future check listed on page 26. And before you head off to watch the videos, what do you want to remember most from this module? What do you want to remember most from everything that you've encountered over the past several weeks that is working? And how could you put this in place? Where does it look like it fits well into your life, into your practice? It's time to go past that quiz and then keep practicing the solution-focused skills, building more of what's wanted. Watch those videos and do the workbook, and then hop on over to Module 5. As you keep practicing, keep building, and keep succeeding, keep trying to do good and do well. And I'll look forward to hearing about things more in the near future. Thanks a lot.